Hi guys, good evening everyone. How are you doing today? I hope everyone are doing good. Let's start this session. Before we are going to start this session, let me talk about something. Do you find anything wrong in your WhatsApp link which I have shared to you today from the KSR management? Anything wrong you found it? Yes, as few of them highlighted that actual class is need to be started at 8 o'clock. However, intentionally they kept at 7:30. Do you know the reason why they kept 7:30? Do you know the reason why they kept 7:30? Any idea? Do you now tell me, do you think is it a human mistake? Do you think is it a human mistake? Or do you think intentionally they did? What is your answer? Come on, come on. What is your answer? Come on. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me, everyone? Can you hear
Yes,
me? Ah, yeah. Why intentionally? Any reason? What could be the
maybe
reason?
they have kept
Hmm.
it
Go ahead, go ahead.
so that people can join on time, maybe.
No. But you have joined 8 o'clock, right? But you should have joined 7:30, right?
Whether the students are uh,
Hmm. Come on,
uh,
come on. To check how
observing
many
the
act.
details.
I didn't WhatsApp group.
No, that is not the correct. I only made that message intentionally. I kept at 7:30. Reason behind is that as a data scientist, when you work any business problem, you need to think all 360 degrees way to get sort out the business problem or to solve the business problem. For an example, For an example, whenever police is investigating any case, be it a murder case, be it a crime like a fraud case, or be it any case, take any case in the world which has happened, do you think they will solve the case or they will investigate the case in only one direction? Do you think they will investigate the case in all the aspects? Exactly. They will think all the aspects and then come to a conclusion. Similarly, as a data scientist, whenever you are working a business problem, it is our requirement, our necessary or our need is that understand the requirement very clearly. Wherever you felt something is wrong, you need to highlight to the business people to grab that kind of knowledge, which is really important for a data scientist. Hence, I thought people may inform me or my our KSR management about this issue. But no one has responded. But at least few of them has identified it. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Understood? What is required? What you have learned from that mistake? The mistake always you need to be you need to be proactively highlight wherever the mistakes happen or wherever the issue observed while you're working on any project that need to be highlighted to the your business management or stakeholders. Agree? Will you learn this point? Will you keep in your mind?
Yes.
Yes. Right. Mm. Okay. Perfect. Especially the people who are working in the banking industry, they should be very, very careful about these kind of issues. For example, let's say Chandrika, you are working in the finance domain. Let's say you're tallying the balance sheet. Let's say you observe some suspicious activity in the balance sheet. Okay, do you think do you approve it? Do you highlight your management or your stakeholders or your client?
No, no, we'll investigate and highlight it.
Investigate and highlight what could be the probable reason. That is what always we need to learn, guys. Let's come to the point, Sushmit, Sindhu. Is it clear? Sajita, Vivek, is it clear? Abhishek, I've seen Balakrishna. Is it clear? Himvarsha, are you able to hear me? I'm got a bit doubt. Why people so silent today?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, you
Let's
are audible.
Yeah. Let's say we discuss about the introduction to the Python as already we covered in yesterday's session. Let me recap it for 2, 3, 5 minutes. In does Python is a programming language? What are the different programming languages we have? What are the different programming languages we have? Low level, assemble programming language. Third one is high level programming language. So the Python will be used for different purpose, such as like a software engineering purpose, like a web development purpose, even data science purpose, even generative AI purpose. For different purpose are using the Python. Different companies are is going to be used, or still they're using the top big companies, as everyone knows, such as like Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Dropbox. Like majority of the companies are using the Python till date. Right. So why to use Python as a data scientist or as a data generative AI specialist? Why we need to use Python? The first point is large community. What do you mean by large community? Anyone idea about the what do you mean by large community? What do you mean by large community? So whenever you got any doubt related to the Python, any query you got related to the Python, there are the number of forums, a number of websites, or number of people are available. Majority of people are available to resolve your concerns or question which are related to the Python, which are related to Python. Hence, we say it is a large community. Like for example, you have raised a few questions. See, as an example, how many people are watching these concerns? For example, how to read one full line, automatically how to convert one Jupyter notebook to this. So here we observe that 443 people have viewed it, and three of them has given the correct answers. And for this correct answer, three of them voted these are the correct answers. So here the first question, there are 98 people have answered it. Two of them got correct, given the correct answer, and one of them voted it. Like there are the n number of people who can support you, who can guide you whenever you have issues which are related to the Python. This large community would be helpful to you. Next thing, easy syntax. uh, if you know the English, Python is very easy to learn. If you know if you know the syntax, if you know the English language, Python is very easy to understand, very easy to learn. Suppose you want to print hello world. So now tell me, as a if I ask you kid, what is there here in this code? Does kid able to answer it? Does anyone feel difficult? What is there in this? If I ask you, do you think? Tell me, is it very difficult, very easy to understand the code what we have written here? Tell me, is it easy or difficult?
Easy.
Easy. So print. General. What is the general English meaning of print? Print means displaying something. Am I right?
Yes.
What we are displaying? Print means displaying something. What we are trying to display? We are asked to display hello world. So when you display it, when you execute this query, automatically it is going to be display the hello world. Automatically it is going to be display the hello world. So that is what the meaning of easy syntax. Open source. So if you want to run the Python, if you want to learn the Python, is it really difficult? Definitely no. It is a open source. You can easily get it free of cost. Rich libraries. Scikit-learn. Scikit-learn is used to perform the machine learning activities. I have given the different use cases in yesterday's class. Where do we use scikit-learn? I also talked about the NumPy. NumPy is a numerical Python to perform the linear algebra, mathematics, and all. We can use the NumPy. So Pandas is used for the data aggregation, data summarization, as well as something called data stream. For example, one of our previous batch student, there is a one program has developed Clevery sheet. They've used simply as used, I think. Where is that? I think yes, send me one link. I think I'll forward you that link. I'll ask team to supply, which is in So my WhatsApp, unfortunately, I could not able to get that. Could not able to open the. Yeah, given he has created by using this library, by just using these libraries, whatever the library have, by using this like scikit-learn, even by using the pandas and all numpy, he just created an application to analyze the data. I will ask your team to share that. I think they have shared it is in my WhatsApp. I'll ask someone to share in the chat box. If I think where can you if I share you the file, will you able to put in the chat box? If I share to anyone here, who to whom I share, for example, Vivek sir, are you there? Kalpana madam, if I put in the group, will you able to send? Will you able to add?
Yeah, I'll try, sir. Yeah.
Just to give me 1 second, guys. One second, I'm just checking it. Mhm. I'm just checking it. Where is it? I think I lost it somewhere. He has sent me today morning. He created. Okay. 1 second. Let me check that. Uh, I think no, this is not the one. Mm, I'll ask team to send it. I missed it somewhere. I lost it. I think they will send you. Just give us some time. They will send you. We'll show you that. So I'll show you before the end of the class. Um, okay. So these are the how to do that. If you done similar kind of project, it would be helpful for you to get the job as a fresher. Also, even if experience, have done this kind of project, it would be helpful to you. Even you got a job as a fresher after that. Okay. Now TensorFlow, right? So as I already said that if you know the job opportunity wise, if you learn the Python, the number of job opportunities which is a really high, which are really high for the job opportunity wise, right? Next one is about the job opportunities. And what do you mean by platform independent? Explain what do you mean by platform independent? Any idea? What do you mean by platform independent?
It can be used to run in all the platforms.
Means it is compatible with different operating systems.
Different, yeah, it is compatible to use with different different OS in Windows. For example, like it is compatible with Windows. For example, if you written a programming languages, different OS basically, if you written a programming language in Windows, the same programming language, the same programming language, the same programming language, it can be used for uh, um, can be used for Mac, they can be used for Ubuntu and all. Ubuntu and all. So for that purpose, we can use this kind of thing. Python can be used. So no worry. For example, some when someone may use Windows, someone else they use Mac, someone is Ubuntu. That is really helpful. No worry about the code need to be changed based on the OS, right? And we are very clear why we need to use because of large community, because of job opportunities, because of platform, because of open source, because of rich libraries. Even one thing I will tell you, if you want to, if I ask you, I given a for example, let me give you one example. For example, let me give you one example. Can you tell me what is your favorite topic, guys? Everyone favorite topic? What is your favorite topic for most of the people? Can you give an idea? What is your favorite topic? Any topic which you would like to read every time, most of the time? Cricket?
Yes.
Cricket. Let's say cricket news. Cricket news. For example, cricket news I just mentioned. It did not affect the, for example, watching Rahul Dravid, Vivians, and I really have done certain, I have certain gifts. I can use to succeed in 2020. So let's see. He is talking about some T20. He is talking about something. He is talking about some good news about the something about Rahul Dravid, something about IPL, something about RCB, something about Virat Kohli, something about maybe Rohit Sharma, Miami, something about all these things, right? But the question is, but the question is, but the question is, but the question is, you want to read what he is talking about, what point is talking about. You want to read what point is talking about. What point is talking about. You want to read about what point is talking about. So you want to talk about what are the positives talk about, what are the negatives talking about, where is which point is talking about, where is stressed more. So if you want to understand this, how much time it may take for you? How much time it may take for you? How much time it may take for you? Come on, how much time it may take for you? At least 5 minutes. At least for 5 minutes. Agree?
Yes.
At least for 5 minutes. Do you agree?
Yes.
Right. Right. At least 5 minutes it may take. But with the help of NLP tools, with the help of NLP tool, it can be done in just 5 minutes, just 2 to 3 minutes. It will give summary of the text message, what they're talking about, what sentence is, which one is talking about more, how many positive sentence, how many negative sentence, what context is talking about. Can you guess how many lines of code you require to write for this? How many lines of code you're required to write here? Can anyone guess?
20 to 30 lines.
No, just 2 to 3 lines of code. It is all thanks to Python libraries. With the help of Python libraries, it can be done within just 2 to 3 lines of code. Everything can be analyzed. That is another beauty of Python. Another beauty of Python, right? Okay. So I get something I told you, right? So this is the one which I'm talking about. Let's say you want to talk about, let me give one of our account which have created this. Maybe let me create about the some example. I'm taking the I'm taking one of our accounts which we created. I mean, I'm
Okay, sir.
taking the
By clicking continue with Gmail, Google.
okay, that works, right? Okay, let me take that. How is created? See here. See, maybe see here, they have done just everything this have done. So just this is a really helpful for you. For example, this is the app. Even we can create as a student. The background they have used only libraries called pandas, Python only, purely Python with the help of deployment model deployment tool. Just I have taken a example recently upload. For example, I am taking one file. Let's say simple file. Let's say I'm taking on simple file. See how automate can be done with the help of Python. You don't need to worry about much. Just I'm taking the simple 100 records of data. See, just loading. It's showing the week number, passenger, promotional budget, service quality, all these things. Just you need to create a dashboard. Can you tell me what is the, let's say my data, something like what is the data? Let me check what data I've taken. See, this is the data I've taken. Some air passenger data. This is the data I've taken. This is the data you have taken. This is the data I've taken. Can you create a average passengers? Can you create a graph? Can you create a chart? Average holiday, average passengers according to holiday week. Generate. Let's see what is happening. So this is the one thing which you can create with the help of generative. The task which I have given right here the below, it has automatically given the what charts you want, what layout you want to take, right? What layout you want to edit this names, when you want to edit the name, subtitles you want to edit the labels and all. This is the one of the example which can be done with the help of generative AI. And of course, apart from the generator, majority of things can be done just by using the basics of Python language. As a fresher, as a 1 2 years of experience, if you're able to showcase in data science, you want to generate AI, if you want to get a job, if you're able to showcase these projects, I have done these projects apart from my daily work, don't you think your client like your ideas? Don't you think your client like your ideas? Yes or no? Yes or no? Am I right? Yes, right? So these kind of projects we need to work. This kind of project we need to work as part of the your analysis. So all these things can be done with the help of data science and all. So nothing is there. Very, very simple. Just for deployment, he has done the deploy. Here in this case, he has used the Python. For asking the question, he has used the generative AI. For this, he has also used the layout and the screen, front end, all. That also can be done with the help of generative AI tools. It is a very, very easy task. Am I right, Venki Naidu? Vema? Sumant?
Yes, sir.
If you're able to
Yes, yes.
showcase these kind of project along with I have worked on the project, if you're able to explain these projects in your resume, if you keep this similar project in your resume, don't you think you will be selected for any job? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Definitely yes. So this kind of application
Yes.
oriented you need to learn. That is what we are going to help you in the class, right? For that we need to learn the we need to learn from the basics of Python. Okay. Now let's see. So what are the different versions? Let's come back to the topic. What are the different versions of Python we have? As we have in Python, we have a two different kind of versions. Those are Python 3, 3x, 3 point version and 2x. From 2020 onwards, Python 2 got stopped. I mean, it got banned, or you can say not banned. You can say that they got they stopped to maintain the Python 2. They are stopped to provide the service of Python 2. Currently, everyone are using the Python 3. Python 3 is more suitable for data related tasks. If you want to perform data analysis, if you want to perform data engineering tasks, if you want to perform data science tasks, everyone in the real world, everyone are using the Python 3 only. So in our this course also, we are supported to use Python 3 only. So some people would have already Python 2 in there. They plan to move or they plan already they move to Python 3. There is no point of talking about the Python 2 also now. Now, what are the different features of Python programming language? Very, very important to understand this. From these features only we will use. So let's talk about the one by one features. There are the different features of what do you mean by readable? Any idea about the readable? What do you mean by readable? Any idea about the readable?
Ease of understanding the code.
Ease of
Understanding the
understanding.
code.
Okay, what else? Can anyone guess? Anyone guess? Come on, think it. Readable. What is the general meaning of readable?
Which can be read. Which can be
Easy
read.
to read.
Yeah, which can be read by human readable.
Readable. Okay. What else? What else? Can anyone guess? Guess it. At least try. Whether right or wrong, at least try. Readable means the programming language Python is Very easy. It look like as a English language. Even everyone, human like us, everyone can easily read the Python code. It look like as a simple plain language, right? Okay. Next one. Easy to learn
One,
means, yeah, go
sir,
ahead.
once again, can you tell?
Ritu, very simple, Rituji. Readable. What is the meaning, general meaning about readable? That means anything you can able to read, right? General readable means you can able to understand. If you're able to
Yes, sir.
understand, then only you can read. So Python language look like as a English plain language. What does it mean? The syntax of Python is available in plain English language, which means even kid also can able to understand the syntax of Python language. That is what the meaning. For example, let's say you talked about the print of hello world. This is the one syntax I given to you. What does it mean? Print. What is the general meaning of print? Are you able to read this syntax? Are you able to read the syntax? Yes, sir, right. Am I right, Ritu?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Are you able to read the print means displaying something. What you are trying to display? You are displaying hello world. So it is a readable format. Majority of the Python code, 99.99% of the Python code, which is in readable format, that means user can able to understand it. What is the next one? What is the next one? What is the next one? Easy to learn. What do you mean by easy to learn? Python is easy to learn as compared to other programming language. The syntax is straightforward as much as like as I mentioned, as much as like English language. There is no use of semicolon. If you go to the SQL, if you go to another thing, you need to use semicolon, you need to use curly braces, all these things. Here we use only indentation. What is the indentation also? I'll explain going forward session. Okay. It is a recommended language for the beginners. Okay. So next, free and open source. Let's talk about these two. Free and open source. Python is freely available to everyone in its official website. As I already mentioned, as I already mentioned, why you need to learn the Python, because it has a large user community across the world that dedicatedly working towards making new Python module. It makes our day life is very easy. Like you and me, anyone can contribute to the Python community. Suppose, suppose if you would like to create your own library, which would be helpful for majority of the people. For example, I show you one of the example now. If you're able to dedicate that library to Python community, you can also dedicate it. You can keep your own name, the author of the library. That is what the meaning of this. The open source. What is the open source? Open source means the term open source. Anyone can download its source code. It's a source code without paying single penny. Anyone can download without paying single penny. That's what the meaning of this thing, right? Now, are you clear about this? Any doubt about this? Second thing, large standard library. I'll talk about the exceptionally. Let's talk about the large stand library. As already mentioned, to perform different activities. For example, I want to perform computer vision. Let's say in one of the session I discussed you how to predict the age and gender. That I've used one Python library which is related to the computer vision topic. Suppose as I told you, right, I want to, let's say KR Rahul said something about IPL. We want to understand the context, what people are talking about, what people are talking positive, what people are talking negative about. So, okay, let me give one simple example. How many of you heard about US presidential debates? Do you know how many of you know about the US presidential debates? Like 1 month back, Kamala Harris and Trump has the debates. They're talking about they express their opinions about on a particular topic in a show for an hour. Have you ever seen that? Ever read about it? No? No one? Come on.
Yes, I have. I have
No
heard.
one. Guys, what about others? No one? No one?
I have heard. Yeah. Hello. Am I
Yeah, yeah.
audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible. Only one? No one
Yeah,
apart
I
from
do.
Kamalajit?
Yeah.
Apart from Kamalajit, no one? Brijesh, Chandrika, Afsin, Kalpana, Gayatri, Bhavaneshwari, Monica.
No, sir.
Heard, sir.
We didn't go through them, sir, but we know that
But
they
I
Okay.
mean, forget. Okay, that's fine. You've never been to it, but I've ever heard about it, right?
Yeah, we have heard about that. Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you about. Let's forget about the USA. Can you tell me who is a? I mean, I'm not talking about the Indian level. Who is the famous politician throughout the India? Everyone easily recognized politician.
Modi. Modi.
Narendra
Modi.
Modi.
Opposite to Narendra Modi, who is that? Rahul Gandhi.
Yes, Rahul.
Agree with me, everyone? Yeah, right. The people talk about the politics means I'm not going in, you know. So in
Yes.
their yes, right. In their election comment, they talk about they express their opinion about the policies, right? Let's talk about Indian Parliament. At least you know about the Indian Parliament, right? At least you heard about Indian Parliament,
Yes.
Prime
Yeah.
Minister, right?
Yes.
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 So the people talk
Yeah,
about
I
their
do
yeah,
follow some debates
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. People talk about their people talk about their policies. They express their opinion about the policies. Now, for example, people talking about monetization. People are talking about the COVID. People are talking about. Let me tell you. Okay, forget about that also. Do you know Twitter? Everyone, I'll give much simple example for everyone. Twitter.
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone, right? Majority of the people know about the Twitter are Instagram. Can you tell
Yes.
me what is the trending topic in Instagram? What is the trending topic in Instagram or Twitter? Can I talk about something called petrol price? Something called inflation? Or something called stock market crash? Yes, right. Let's talk about COVID. Let's talk about COVID. Simple
When the
example as I know.
prices have been increased last day.
Yeah, yeah. Let's say simple understand COVID. How many of your let's say you want to understand in Twitter, how many people are talking about the positive about the COVID? How many people are talking about the negative about the COVID? How people are reacting, how Indians are reacting towards the COVID. Now, if I ask you to do some analysis, will you able to do? Is it possible? Let me show you one simple example. Let me show you simple example. Let me show you simple example. Hmm. So some data. This is the what data it is? Can anyone guess by looking at this? What data is it? RT means retweet, right? What data can anyone guess? I mean, forget about data. From where can you guess? From where do you get the? Where do you extract the data?
Twitter.
Huh?
Twitter.
What is Twitter? Now let's say if I ask you to, how many records we have? Can anyone guess? 4012 records. Am I right? 4012. I give you 5 minutes of time. Can you talk about what people are talking majorly about? How many people are talking about the demonetization? How many people are talking about nationalism? What people are stressing more? How many people are talking about demonetization, protesting demonetization? How many are happy with these demonetization? How many are sad about the demonetization? How many people are talking about the corruption? If I ask you to, I will give you 5 minutes of time. If I give you 5 minutes of time, will you able to perform these things? If I ask you 5 minutes of time, will you able to perform?
No.
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 So at least to understand these 4,000 records, probably it will take another 1 hour time. Agree?
Yes.
Generally,
Yeah.
yes, right. But but by thankful to Python rich library stand like some of the NLP natural language processing. Why I'm talking about all these things? It is a part of our course. That is the reason I'm just giving the example so that you can easily connect it with the topic. Right. So by using the large standard libraries, by using the NLP, natural language processing libraries, NLP libraries, right? GenSim, there are few libraries, GenSim like that, there are a few libraries. With the help of this, you can, BERT is another library, right? Stanford library is there, Stanford library. By using this, within 5 minutes, you can understand the entire text data with your analysis within 5 minutes. That is all thanks to Python libraries because of large standard libraries. Understand about that point? Is it clear? Is it clear,
Yes,
Abhinav?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So next question. Let me ask you one more. Next, memory management. Memory management. Python allocate. What do you mean by what is your understanding about memory management? If I something talk about memory management, what is your understanding? Try to explain, guys. Whether it is right or wrong, consider this platform as a express yourself, so that if you made some mistake, you can learn it, right? What do you mean by general? What is your understanding if I said memory management?
Space management.
Space management. Okay. What else? What else? Hmm. Let me. Chandrika, tell. Go ahead.
No, no, same answer. Space
Memory
management.
management. Memory is, so in Python, for example, I have A is equal to 1000 record some value, B is equal to 15.12, C is equal to something hello world. Some data we have, right? Some column, numerical column, some categorical. So what memory management or memory allocation is, we no need to specify the data type, what data we are passing into the Python. Automatically, Python will assign the variable, assign the value to a data type. So based on the value entered, it allocate the memory, it adjusts the memory. And also for unnecessary information, any catchy files, after every Python session, which is ideal for 12 hours, whatever the cache has been created for these 12 hours, automatically it will delete the cache memory after 12 hours. So if I, let's say if I start one Python session, it is ideal for only 12 hours. The moment it exceed the 12 hours, automatically it delete the information which does not related to this, like cache files, something like this, right? Now, any questions, any doubt?
No, sir.
Yeah. And next is a cross platform, is a platform independent, which can be used for different libraries or different operating system. So one thing which I missed is exceptional handling. Exception means, exception means, what is the general term of exception? What is the general term of exception?
I can give you an example. If my friends are
Hmm.
earning, it 50 to 80,000 rupees, and
Hmm.
someone is earning 3 lakhs rupees per month, so it has become exceptional.
It has become exceptional. Okay. So,
Yes.
okay, that is the general meaning. For
Yes.
example, right, whenever you are test something, you want to catch some errors. For example, 1 by 0, what does it mean? If you perform mathematically, 1 by 0 means, does it
Zero.
exist? 1 by
Infinity.
0 is 0.
Zero.
Infinity.
1 by 0 is 0. Thank God. Who
Infinity.
said that
It's
answer?
infinity,
Zero.
sir.
Zero.
It's infinity, sir.
Infinity, not 0, guys. Infinity. Now tell me, does infinity exist?
No.
Does infinity exist? No, right? For example, you have age, one column. Salary is one column. Let's say you have income, salary, or income. Debt is another column, right? So, for example, salary is 1, salary is 0, debt is 1. Or if you write something called debt ratio is salary, suppose debt by salary. If you write something like this, if you are calculating a new column, that is called debt by debt ratio. That is called debt by salary. Imagine a scenario, debt is 1, salary is 0. What is the answer it will expect? What is the answer it will return? Ideally, it should return infinity. Am I right, guys? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 But does infinity exist in the real world?
No.
Does infinity exist? So in this case, what Python does, it throws an error. It throws an error. Simple. It throws an error. So to catch this kind of, you know that this is an error, definitely it is going to occur in the real world. It is going to occur in the real world. So you want to, so your system, your program should not encounter this kind of errors. This is an exception. You need to pass to the system Python. You need to tell the Python, this is an exception. Please ignore it. Don't consider and run the program as usual. So as you know, the pre-errors before executing the code, you know, some of errors might occur. Definitely, we can skip those errors. To skip those kind of errors are called exceptional handling. So it will run your Python program without an error, right? That is what the meaning of exceptionality. If you want to debug, if you want to test your applications or anything, exception handling plays a vital role in the real world. Make sense? Make sense? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the feature, but just learning perspective only, but it's not going to be used. I mean, just as a learn if you want to understand. So now, so how to perform the Python? So the two different ways you can use. One is Anaconda Python. I would suggest don't use Anaconda Python. Go to the Google. So Google Drive. I mean, this all thing is a healthy process. No need to install this. So, so as we are working with a huge amount of data from the day one onwards, we are. If you don't want to use Google Colab, there's a one thing you can go with the Anaconda prompt. What you need to do, what I will do, I will suggest you. I will suggest you go to the Anaconda Python download. Anaconda Python download. Go to the down. So can you see that download Anaconda distributor? You can see this. So this is the all about the Anaconda. These are the different libraries Python support us, right? Repositories. These are repositories. All these things, right? These are the like as well, right? These are the different gensim. The one which I told transformers. Transformers is a basic concept or fundamental prerequisite for machine learning. Sorry, generative AI. So these are the deployment. The guy which I told you, right? Streamlit is the one which I show the cleverly. These are Cherry Pie, Flask. These are the different libraries which can use for front end. So right, and also these are the different libraries, Python library, built-in library for visualization, Plotty, HoloViews. So Plotty has used the Plotty for build the dashboards and the example which I show you. And we can also use the Seaborn. So these are the different Dask, Jupyter Notebook, Pandas. For, these are the for machine learning or generative AI, these are the different things we use like scikit-learn, TensorFlow, Keras, all these things we will use. So you can download free download. Can you see free download? So you can go to the free download. Where is that? Where is that? Get started today. Oh, it is asking email ID. Provide email ID to download. Without email ID is not possible. Earlier it is. It is. Let me check. Anaconda Python download for Windows. Download Anaconda distribution. Still it asking the email ID. Something. Give your email ID. Or skip registration. You can just skip registration. You can go here. So depends on your Mac. You are using the Linux or you are using the Windows, depends upon that it may change. Vima, for example, you are using the Mac because I could able to see here. So which Mac are you using? Are you using Intel chip? Are you using the graphic installer 64 Apple Silicon? Like which one are you using? Which one are you using?
Hmm. I I don't know.
Check it based on that you can download the relevant one.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead, please. So for the people who are using the Windows, just they can directly go and check in the 64-bit graphic installer 3.12, the latest version of the Python. If some people are using the Linux, depends on the which one is suitable for you. Depends on the which one is Linux one or which one is Linux on IBM. Which one is depends on that you can download. Sir, I don't want to download. Can you tell me any other way? Can you tell me any other way? I'll tell you. Just go to the Google Colab. Mm. Do you have anyone have a Google Drive? So Google Drive, drive.google.com. Okay, drive.google.com. So okay, go to the any folder. For example, let's say my folder is classes. For example, my class batch is, let's say I'm creating the batch of November 24 AI class. 2024 AI class, for example. I created some folder here. Let's say create the folder. So here right click, you can see the more generally first time connect more options. You can see the connect more apps. Can you see the connect more apps? When you go to the more, you can see the connect more apps. Can everyone see the connect more apps? Yes or no? Can you open it, everyone? Google Drive. Can you open the Google Drive, everyone? Do you have Google Drive? Yes or no? Do you have Google Drive? Yes or no? Can you respond, please?
Not yet, sir. Actually, we are.
Don't have Google Drive? Gmail account?
Yes, yeah,
Yes,
we
sir,
have
we
it.
have.
Yeah, we have.
Open the. Can you open the Google Drive and create one folder like the way I created?
Okay, sir.
Everyone, please create it, everyone, guys. So for this, you no need to require to download the. You no need to require download the your Anaconda Python. Not everything can be done here only. Please do it. I will give 2 minutes of time. Please do it fast.
Done.
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 Done. Okay. Okay. So just okay, right click. You can see the right click, everyone. When you right click, go to the. Can you see the more option, everyone? Can you see the more option?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the connect more apps?
Yeah.
Connect more apps. Can you see everyone can able to see the connect more apps? Yes or no? Yes or no? When you click on the connect more apps, there is an option called you can see the let's see connect plus more option, connect more apps. This is loading. Maybe probably internet would be slow. You can search here collaboratory, collaboratory. Can you see the collaboratory? Can you see the collaboratory? For you can see the Google collaboratory. You can see the collaboratory. For me, already I can see the collaboratory. Collaboratory. Already you can see here, I've installed the collaboratory. For you, an option is for you here as an option. So if you want to the latest one, so what I'm trying to do, let me uninstall the one. Let me uninstall. I will install in front of you, everyone. So can you see here listing updated as some they have been updated in the May 25, 2024, last 6 months. So just click on install. Guys are able to follow me? Continue.
Yeah.
Continue. Are able to follow me? So use this account,
Yes,
which
sir.
account you are using. Continue. So it is asking some permissions. Done. So collaborator has been installed. Okay. Done. So now you have installed it. What you need to do, just open that and right click in the more. You can see collaborator. Can you see the Google collaborator now? Everyone? Right. I think in Windows also you can does this thing, if I'm not wrong. Am I right? Sorry, Windows OS also, I mean operating, I mean Mac also does same thing. This is how it opens. I will explain you about this collaboratory. What is the collaboratory? How to write the basic Python code in the Google Drive. I mean in the Google Collaboratory and all. I will explain you in tomorrow class. So one more option is generate with AI. You no need to write the manual the code. With the help of generative AI also, you can write the code. It will be helpful a lot. I will explain what are the different things which are there. If you want formulas, you want to create some Gemini IP KPIs. So these are the OpenAI keys also. This would be really helpful for you. Generative AI, if you want to connect with the ChatGPT and all, if you want to run your LLM model, this will be really helpful. For example, this is my OpenAI key. So without this key, I cannot able to access my OpenAI, right? So similarly, you can add the new secret for different apps to perform the LLM models. This would be helpful. So majority of your machine learning models, deep learning models, and LLM models, generative models, everything can be done with the help of Google Colab only. Hence, from the day one onwards, we are going to start working on the Google Colab. So in tomorrow class, I will explain you how Google Colab works, what are the different shortcuts in the Google Colab, how to write the basic Python code in Google Colab. I will explain you. Okay. So, and by default, all the required libraries are pre-installed. No need to install it. Sir, okay. Type some if you want commands. You can also see the different things, signups, premium, right? Different options. You have node
But
zippers. You want. Go
so
ahead,
can
please.
we only use Python here, or any other language we can also use here?
At this point, Python only. Python
Okay.
only.
Okay.
Only Python. Only Python. And one more thing, you can also connect with the local machine. You can also connect GPU when you're working large amount of data. It will be really helpful. But the majority of the companies now they started using this Google Colab because of LLM models and all. Local Anaconda Python, which is not supporting, and it also become the costly nowadays. It is not free. Hence, people started using the Google Colab. Even our entire task in entire course is going to be used Google Colab only. Right? How it works, you can also write the notebook and everything. I will explain you in tomorrow class. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
If you want to install the local one, if you want to install, I don't want to use this Google Colab uninstall. So I download the file. I think I download this file. Just double click this file.
Actually, we did fundamental.
Right? We download this file. Just click on the double click on the file. You'll open the .exe file. See, you can get something like this Anaconda 3 2024 one. Next, click on the next. It will ask you the agreement. Just you need to go with the next, just me. So space required, how much space is required, how much space is available, right? Next. So for me, it is asking the already available. So choose another location, right? Another location I don't need. So for you guys, it will ask you the destination folder where you want. For example, whether you want in another location, whether you want to create a new folder, right? Maybe for example, Python 3. Okay, suppose I want to again the Python 3 something. So create shortcut, right? Automatically start installing it. So that's it. Just start installing it. So just it start installing this one. So just you need to click on next only. It's starting setting up the package caches and all. It may take hardly 5 to 10 minutes of time based on your RAM and all. Okay, just you need to click on next, finish, done. You're done about this. Installation success. You got the installation success. Go to the it is automatically it is opening this Anaconda Python initializing. Is initializing. Let's see loading the user files. So don't have an account. Sign in for AI coding help. So I don't think so. This is what we required. Anaconda AI Navigator. So here also access various large languages created by Anaconda. So this also is one of the new thing, right? I can show you one example in tomorrow. I can show you both how it works and all. So both having the AI, in recent version, the latest version, they have released the AI LLM models also in the local, right? I can show you all these things in tomorrow class, how to perform these things. Okay, guys, that's all for today, guys.